What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is a little bit late, but we are here. Love After Lockup, season 3, episode 52. Again, I don't know why we are at episode 52, but let's roll with it. So we have Stan and Lisa. Now Stan, he done went to the park to go sit by himself and feed the ducks. He is feeling some kind of way about what happened with Lisa. He is reminiscing on his wife, how much he misses his wife, and how, she was really the love of his life, and at this point, all he is looking for is a woman who understands the rules, okay? Lisa, he thought Lisa understood the rules. He said, our relationship is getting worse and worse, and I'm not understanding because I was clear about what the rules were. I was clear about what we were doing here, and the fact that she is in some sort of denial about what the situation is making me feel some kind of way. I don't understand what she don't understand. And because we are not on the same page and we do not understand together, we have a problem now. And while this is going on, Lisa is back at the house. She then went on the man computer and started going through the computer, found out that he, is on some sort of app. And so she done made a fake profile and she just started talking to him, not FaceTiming, instant messaging him from this fake account, and Stan is answering her back. But it's funny because they keep flashing back to Stan, and is it really Stan? Because I'm like, it don't even look like Stan is talking to her. But he's talking to her while he's driving around, and she's talking back and, hey, baby, let's meet up. Are you seeing anybody? No, I'm single. What you want to do? Let's meet up today. And then miraculously, Stan pulls up in front of the house. Lisa is like, I can't believe this mother is really texting another woman. And he is really, oh, I got him now. I got him now. And he pull up at the house, and she like, yeah, we need to talk. We need to talk. But at the end of the day, I'm sitting here like, I don't even know if that's really Stan you talking to. I mean, maybe it is. I mean, we do see him looking at his phone. So maybe it is him. Anyway. So then we have Amber, Puppy, and the boyfriend. And come to find out, Amber done had a conversation with the boyfriend. It wasn't good. They got to arguing. She's like, I don't understand what happened to you. Why you acting like this? And Amber said that he was hollering, screaming, fussing, and fighting. And she was like, I'm not doing this with him anymore. Been there, done that. I see the signs. I see the behavior. And I'm not doing it anymore. And we see her packing his stuff up like she about to take it to him. Now, I have definitely had that situation. I know the feeling, girl. You pack that stuff up and just have it sitting by the door waiting for him when he get there. You don't come in. We don't need to talk. Just pick your stuff up. Sayonara. But no. Puppy shows up. She brings her flowers. They get to talking, and of course, Puppy is like, well, girl, I never wanted you with him anyway. He ain't no good. He ain't this and he ain't that. And I just want the best for you. I want what's best for you. And now we back to the Amber Puppy flirting thing again. Listen, Amber, you can handle this. Puppy cannot. Okay, you can understand and put it in the box and say, listen, you are my friend and I love you. And we can flirt and we can kiss and we can cuddle. And sometimes we can even have sex. But at the end of the day, that's it. That's all. It's not going no further. But we have seen that Puppy cannot handle it. And she cannot separate it. So, Amber, you're not being fair by allowing yourself to play those games with Puppy. Knowing Puppy can't handle it. Anyway, next thing you know, Puppy said, girl, pack up all his shit. I got a surprise for you. So Puppy ends up taking Amber to, I guess it's a dump type facility that a friend of her owns. And they have bins. And so they end up throwing all of Sammy's stuff in the bin. And they end up burning all his stuff, all his letters and everything that she done sent her. All that stuff. Listen. All of that's fine. I'm not a proponent of that. Like, I'm just not that person that feels like it's okay to destroy somebody else's property just because we're no longer together. Like, either I'm going to not... Well, I have withheld things. I'm going to be honest. I have withheld things, but I have not destroyed anybody's property. Now, there may or may not have been a leather coat that I did not return. But I didn't destroy it. Okay? So I'm not that person because I just think that that's wrong for you to just, now the stuff that belongs to Amber, like the letters that he sent her and all that, fine, that's yours. But his clothes and stuff, I just don't think that's, I just don't think that's not me. But that's not even what I'm concerned about. What I am concerned about is that they didn't have the right tools, i.e. the right type of lighter. I mean, matches. All they had was a lighter to burn his stuff with. And Amber was able to go into the trunk of her truck, what they call it, the pickup part, whatever of her truck, and like MacGyver, was able to put together an empty plastic bottle, a piece of tissue, and she was able to create her own Molotov cocktail. Now listen, that concerned me more than the fact that she was burning this man's stuff. The fact that Amber was like, don't worry about it, I don't have no matches, but watch what I do. You went from not having matches to be able to create a Molotov cocktail. Listen, that's the kind of stuff that makes you nervous. Like, that's some scary shit. That's some scary shit. Anyway. Shane and, I was going to say Amber, not Amber. Shane and, Lindsay. Is their name Lindsay? Listen. They go to get a lie detector test, right? And they go through all this drama about him taking his lie detector test. And he's so confident about taking the lie detector test. And, you know, of course, she's like, we're going to get to the bottom of this today. We're going to find out what it is today. So they get there to take the lie detector. This is the thing I don't understand. Let's just assume all of this is real. Because what I'm not understanding is how broke y'all keep talking about y'all are. That y'all struggling because he not working and it's the COVID and y'all got a brand new baby and y'all got 3 kids. But y'all got money to go take a lie detector test when all the man had to do was sit down and tell you what the hell was going on. Because we go through the drama of this lie detector test. We go through all of the instructions. We go through the man explaining how it works. And if you lie to me, I'm going to know. And is you sure it is not something you want to tell me now? And Shane is like, nope. Nope. I'm good. And so the man is asking Shane these questions. And I knew it was a setup when the man is asking Shane questions like, have you agreed to meet with anybody for sexual relations, male or female? What? Huh? When we get that? Where did we get that from? Why are you asking questions about male or female? What has Shane ever done and or said that would lead Lindsay to believe that there could possibly be a man in the scenario? So when he started asking questions about male or female, I said, oh, this is a setup. This a whole setup. And so, of course, he failed certain questions about, have you agreed to meet a man for sex? Have you talked to a man about having sex? Whatever. And, of course, he was like, no. So the man comes back, and, of course, they had to be real dramatic about it and talk about how he failed the lie detector test. So now Shane's sitting there like, what? Well, what questions? Doesn't matter what questions. What questions did you lie about? That's the answer. The questions that you lied about. Come to find out, what he has been hiding. So, of course, when he said it was the questions about meeting a man for sex or agreeing to meet up with a man for sex, Lindsay is about to have a damn heart attack. She damn near hyperventilating because she's like, oh my gosh. A man? So what, you gay? What, you bisexual? Oh my gosh. A man? So Shane then explains to the guy who administered the lie detector test, not his wife. Well, you know, I did open up an OnlyFans page because it's the pandemic and I'm not working and we got 3 kids and we don't have no money. And yeah, men hit me up on there, and yeah, I flirt with them because that's how I gotta make my money. And they asked me to meet up with them, but I don't never have any intention of actually meeting them. But I do agree to do it because I hope that that's gonna get me some more money or give me some more tips. So yeah, I do that, but I have not cheated on Lindsay. I have not slept with another woman or another man. I have not met up with another woman or another man. It is all about my OnlyFans page. Listen, this is what I'm gonna say. First of all, both of y'all got a damn OnlyFans page, okay? And we know that y'all both got an OnlyFans page because it's been all over the inter and intranets, okay? We know that's what y'all have. Second of all, let's assume for a minute we didn't know and that Lindsay didn't know. Sir, if you didn't have a job, how would you explain the extra money? Like, I know it was the COVID and they was giving people extra money on their unemployment checks and all that good stuff, but how would you explain the extra money? How would you explain the extra money? Anyway, that's Shane and Lindsay, honey. That is Shane and Lindsay. So then we get to let's go on and get Brittany and Marcelino out the way because this is so anticlimactic. Brittany is still upset about the whole situation where the man stole all their money and she feels like she failed them and that she's a punk now and that this is not the Lindsay that she knew and that this isn't who she is. And Marcelino is like, girl, what you need to not do is you cannot internalize this stuff. Okay, we got. It is what it is. Okay, but don't sit here and internalize this shit and turn it into like we can only do what we can do. All right, you learn, you move on. Now, of course, Marcelino is pissed, but I think Marcelino is more concerned about the well-being and the mental health of his wife because we know that Brittany definitely has a past with drug addiction, and the last thing we need for Brittany to do is go on out there and get high. Okay. That is and I'm not even saying that to be funny. I'm dead serious about that. That is what we cannot afford to happen. Okay. Now, just as a sidebar, in real life, Brittany's grandmother passed away. We saw her on last season when they went up to Alaska to visit the grandmama. Now, the grandmama looked like she was a doozy. Okay. Based on what they showed us and based on what we saw. But definitely want to send condolences to Brittany's family. Sorry to hear that. John and Christiana. Listen. John done told Christiana's sister not to come to the wedding, okay? He done told her not to come to the wedding. John is getting ready for the wedding. Christiana comes home with her wedding dress and her mama, and she's upset because she ain't heard from her sister. She don't understand why her sister ain't calling her back. And she want her sister to come to the wedding, and John ain't telling her nothing. The mama is there, and the mama is like, I don't like John. I still don't like John. I still think John is the devil, but she like him and she happy. And all I'm caring about is him breaking her heart again and her ending up out there doing them drugs. Okay. That is it. And that is all. So in the meantime, in the between time, I really don't have a whole lot for John. Okay. I'm side-eyeing him. I'm side-eyeing the hell out of him. Okay. And mama said, listen, I can only take care. Listen, I can't do what I can't do. We just gonna, if Tara want to go out there and get into them demons and get into them streets again, all I can do is pray for her. But what we not gonna do is have you out there looking for her or have you out there getting caught up because we know you not that strong. And I'm not even saying that to be funny, but we know you not that strong. You stay over here with John, even though I don't like him and I got my side eye on him. But you definitely in a better place than you were. Okay. Ray and what's her name? Shoot, what's her name? What's her name? Anyway, Ray and oh girl, I want to say Brittany, but her name, I know her name not Brittany. Hold on, let me get her name, child. Let me get her name. Oh, it is Brittany. Is it Brittany? It is Brittany. Anyway, so Brittany and Ray. Listen, this whole situation is ridiculous to me too. So y'all been trying to conceive for a couple of months. You can't conceive, so now y'all going to a fertility clinic. But once we get there, we find out why she is so concerned about being able to conceive so quickly. Well, we get there, and here's the thing. This is the thing that be irritating me about people. Why would you take that man to the doctor knowing good and damn well that you got some pre-existing medical conditions that might preclude you from being able to conceive quickly, normally, fast, or even conceive at all? Ma'am, that is so ridiculous to me. It's a little borderline disrespectful if you really want me to tell you the truth. How you gonna take that man and then while the woman is asking you questions and then when the woman say, have you ever been pregnant before? Yeah. And he giving you the side eye like, what? Yeah. I mean, and were you gonna tell somebody? Were you gonna tell somebody that you have been pregnant before? Were you gonna tell somebody? So come to find out, she had, is it a ectopic pregnancy? I know my medical people are gonna correct me in the chat, but basically it's when the egg fertilizes within the tube, and it is very dangerous. It basically could kill the woman, and they have to abort the baby. Like that's the way you say it. It actually happened to my brother and his wife, and unfortunately, it happened to them. And it's unfortunate, again, I've said this a million times over here on my channel. People act like it is so easy to have a child that, you have sex, the egg fertilizes the sperm fertilizes the egg, and 9 months later, bingo, here comes a baby. But it's just not that easy. There's so many things that go on with the human body, especially on the woman's part, that it just doesn't make it that easy. So rather than Brittany sit down and tell this man, She waits until they are sitting in the middle of a doctor's office in front of the nurse to tell him, oh yeah, I've been pregnant before, and this is probably why we're not getting pregnant so fast. And this is also the other reason why I'm panicking about my biological clock ticking, because I know I got some other stuff going on with me health-wise as it relates to my body. And now he giving you the side eye like, but you ain't feel like you can tell me that. And he's like, listen, I want a lot of kids. I want about 4 or 5 kids. So the fact that we don't even know if we can have 1 kid, that is a problem for me. And it is a little concerning for me. Right now, though, let's just hear what the doctor has to say, and let's go on and deal with that. But we're going to talk about this more later. Listen, the reality of the situation is, and I'm just going to say this, this is me. This is me. I think it is unfair and a little selfish when you're in the early stages of getting to know somebody and the subject of children comes up. That's an honest conversation you need to have with people, because it does change people's mindset. Again, doesn't mean that they're a bad person, but if they want children and you don't, it's not fair of you to lie about it. It's not fair of you to omit it. It's not fair of you to fudge how you feel. If you know you really don't want children and they do, let them go find somebody that's going to get them a child. And if y'all supposed to be together, I guess, y'all will flow back to each other. And vice versa. If you want children and the other person says they don't, listen, be fair and honest with yourself and say, well, I like you. It's been good. It's been real, but not going to be the one. And so I'm sure at some point in time, Brittany, y'all had a conversation. That was the time to say, well, listen, it might be a little hard for me to conceive, but I do want children. So we're going to do what we got to do to make it happen. Remember, this man got a whole restitution sitting on his forehead. He ain't got time to be worried about your medical bills. I know that was a mean thing to say, but I hope you got some good insurance, Brittany. But I just don't think that was fair for Ray not to know until y'all walked y'all asses up into that doctor's office. Now all of a sudden you being so free flowing about your medical history as it relates to being able to have a child. That's not fair to him. That's just not fair. Poor Ray he looked like he didn't know what to do with himself. Anyway, that's the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.